Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn Web Coding. My name is Durgesh Sahani, and in this ninth episode of our design patterns in PHP series, we are going to learn the decorator pattern in PHP. In the previous video, we compared factory pattern, strategy pattern, and adapter pattern. In this video, we will learn another useful pattern that helps us add behavior to an object dynamically without changing the original class. Before jumping into the code, let me quickly show you what we are going to cover in this video. What the decorator pattern is, why adding behavior through inheritance becomes difficult to manage, how to create a common contract for a message, how to wrap one object inside another decorator, how to add extra behavior without changing the original class, and finally, how to run and verify the result from the terminal. So let us start with a practical example. Suppose we have a basic notification message and sometimes we want to enhance it with SMS formatting, Slack formatting, or multiple enhancements together. If we keep creating many subclasses for every combination, the design becomes difficult to maintain. The decorator pattern helps us add responsibilities dynamically by wrapping objects. The first step is to define the common contract. So here I am creating the message interface. Inside this interface, I am declaring the getContent method. Every concrete message and every decorator will follow this same contract. Now let us create the plain message class. First, I am including the message contract and then defining the basic message object. Here I am storing the original content and returning it through getContent. This is our base object before any decoration is applied. Now I'm creating an abstract base decorator. This class also follows the message contract and holds another message object internally. Inside the constructor, I am injecting the wrapped message object. This is the key part that allows one object to wrap another. Next, I'm creating the smash detector class. It extends the base decorator and will add SMS style behavior to the wrapped message. Here I am overriding getContent and prefixing the original message with an SMS label. Notice that I am still calling the wrapped object's getContent method. Now I am creating the Slack decorator class in the same way. This becomes another layer that can wrap the message object. Inside getContent, I am adding a Slack label on top of whatever content comes from the wrapped object. This is how multiple decorators can be stacked together. Finally, inside the index file, I am including all the required classes so we can test the full decorator flow from the terminal. Now I'm creating the plain message first, and then I'm wrapping it inside this mesh decorator, and after that inside the Slack decorator. This chaining is the main beauty of the decorator pattern. And now I'm printing both the original message and the decorated message, so we can clearly see how the extra behavior is being added dynamically. Let us run the code from the terminal and check the output. You can see that the original message stays unchanged, while the decorated version gains additional behavior step by step. That is exactly why the decorator pattern is useful. So to summarize this video, we created a common contract, built a base object, created decorators that wrap the object, and then added behavior dynamically without changing the original class. This pattern is very useful in notifications, middleware pipelines, logging, UI components, and any situation where you want to lay responsibilities without creating too many subclasses. That is all for this video. In the next session, we will move into another important software design topic and continue building practical architectural understanding in PHP. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Share this video with other PHP developers, and do not forget to subscribe to Learn Web Coding for future updates.